It's time! And I like how my guest was trying to, bring out his inner Bruce Buffer, but it is. This is your host with the most, Jude 22, but I'm not alone. I have myself a friend, but he's not just any friend. He's a man, but he's not just any man. He's.
Hey guys, it's the Tan Man here, AK Tanner. Thanks for that intro to Jew. I have been able to co-com this playoff series, due to busy schedules, but we're here on the Super Bowl, and I'm excited to
Mhm.
get this going here.
Well, and of course, today's matchup, and not just any matchup, this is for the Super Bowl. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers will take on the Tennessee Titans, and so this is kind of like half of the Super Bowl IRL going at each other. So, do you have anything to say as far as? Well, first let's start with the Buccaneers since they are the IRL participants in the IRL one.
Well, I'm excited, for the real Super Bowl. It'll be a lot of fun, and I think that, as someone who is, on this Titans team, it's going to be a fun game. Tampa Bay has a lot of good playmakers on the offense, so it's going to be a tough matchup, but I'm ready for it.
Awesome. And before I go into the Titans, there's Joshua James, who was on the Washington football team, still is. And of course, we have Lucky, who just is being lucky about the whole thing. Not to say that in a mean way, really, but it's good to see Lucky. And as for the Tennessee Titans, from as far as the Madden Super Bowl series, really, of course, just a fan of the Super Bowl crowd.
Yes, I mean, the Titans and Buccaneers have not made the Super Bowl recently, so these are two teams who are not used to it.
No, and the fact that Tom Brady led the the Buccaneers IRL, whereas Logan is leading them in the Madden series. This is just it's ludicrous, really.
Yeah, we've seen, wasn't last Super Bowl, wasn't one of the quarterbacks, a player creation, so we've seen this before, I
Um,
think.
let's see. As far as I remember, not really, because uh, in the first one it was Jose who was uh, a defensive player. He was a cornerback, and then we had his brother Brandon, who was a running back, but we didn't have any created players as quarterbacks until today. We have Logan Hinton for the Buccaneers, and we have uh, the Elmeister for the Tennessee Titans.
Oh,
So,
that'll be fun.
so, so yeah, someone is going to win a Super Bowl at quarterback.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't, last playoff, wasn't the Buccaneers in the championship game, and they lost to the Falcons.
Yeah, they were in the semifinals and they lost to the Falcons, but this time they redeemed themselves and they beat the Steelers in the previous round.
Yeah, so it should be fun here. The Buccaneers getting a chance at it 1 year later, while the Titans with some new players, me going over there. Should be
Hmm.
a fun one.
Of course, you have not only the Tan Man himself at wide receiver, but also on defense, you actually have a defensive weapon in the form of Mobman 2010. Uh, who's a linebacker, by the way? I forgot to mention that. But on the flip side, Logan's not the only man that you have to deal with. You also have to deal with Cole Wesson, and also, hey, Browns fan, what's up, man? Browns fan is in the chat, by the way.
Oh,
All right.
hello, Browns fan.
Yep. Well, with that said, I'm just going to let the people that are in this Super Bowl know that it's time for the game.
So I hope everyone's doing well. The real life Super Bowl's coming up, which is going
Hmm.
to be exciting, hopefully.
Yeah, and of course, one of the reasons why I can't do this Super Bowl on the day of the IRL Super Bowl is because I'll be away. So there wouldn't have been a way for me to do this. Well, what
Oh,
is it that you're
really?
pissed off about? Well, not sorry, not you, Tayman, but in the chat there. But yeah, I'm gonna be with family watching the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's neat. I might do a stream with it. I just don't know how to do that because of copyright.
Hmm. Well, well, you know what? That I can't control that. You know, I gave you plenty of chances, Jose, to get your act together, and you're pretty much suffering the consequences for it. Sorry if this is making you uncomfortable as much as it is me, but anyway, just letting Elmeister know. How much do you have to suffer? At least enough to realize that, yes, you made a mistake, but unfortunately, the fact that you don't, like, the best thing you could have done, especially, with the fact that Chris Clark went through this, and as did JT Price, but what they all did was they laid low for the best part of a year. And hey, Elmeister, what's up, man? Oh, and Cole Weston, that's the other guy I was gonna try to get, but he came in. All right, so we got everybody, or at least everyone that we have, or everyone that's in this Super Bowl. Okay, so without any further ado, especially with Tanman, are you ready for the Super Bowl? Why is he banned? Or isn't he supposed to be banned? Yes.
I am ready.
You are ready, alright. But you're just pointing at the fact that Jose's still here. Okay. In playing some Minecraft right now while I watch. Hey, that's entertainment for you.
I am ready for the game, as they say.
Hmm.
Also, thank you for doing that, Elmeister. I was about to do it, but you did it,
Yeah.
which is good.
Anyway. Oh, and JWE also says hello to you, Elmeister. Alright. So, uh, oh yeah, that's right. The Buccaneers are the de facto away team, as they are the 7th seed, and the Titans are the 5th seed. So the fact that a middle seed's made it, what does that tell you, Tam Man?
It's interesting. Look at underdogs in the Super Bowl, the Eagles from a couple of years ago, and then you have, the Giants twice. So it should be interesting, especially with two teams who usually don't make it.
Hmm.
So should be a fun time.
Yeah, and JWE says this is weird to see. Well, what is the teams that are in the Super Bowl, or just what you saw with Jose, or anyway? Anyway, also hello to Clinton's Warped World, or just simply Clinton.
Hello, Clinton. Welcome.
He was on the Packers, or no,
Okay.
I'm sorry. He is going to join the Packers for next Madden playoff season. I forgot to mention
Oh,
that. So I forgot. This is okay. 6:30 p.m. Oh no, wait. What am I doing? I got to go to the Super Bowl. How stupid of me. Okay. And I usually want to do longer than 5 minutes. Let's see. There's 10 minutes. Is 10 minutes good for a quarter?
yeah, I would say that's perfect.
I mean, I could do 15 minutes, but I wasn't sure. So But
Oh,
definitely,
also,
but definitely 10 minutes. Sorry.
oh, sorry, no, but before we get into the game, for those of you that saw, EA's developing another college football game after a 7-year hiatus, so
Interesting.
yeah, a new NCAA game. And hey, Iron.
And what's up, Iron? Well, with that said, the Buccaneers, the Titans, the Super Bowl. Good luck to all involved. It's time.
Yep, should be a good one. So who's on each team? It's me and Elmeister and the Titans, right?
Yeah, you, Elmeister, and Mobman on the Titans, and on the other hand, you have Cole Wesson, who's in the chat, and Logan Hinton.
Alright, sounds good. So a pretty good mix of both, because the past two times, players, well, the first time it was the Packers. No, it was the team that won didn't have any people on it. And I don't know about last year.
Oh, so the Packers won when there was no one on that team. It was just the base team. The year before it was when the Seahawks beat the Falcons.
Okay.
And then
Was
that's
anyone
pretty much
on?
where we left off at.
Was there anyone on the Seattle team?
Jose's brother, Brandon.
Okay, so this is really the first game that has a lot of people on both teams.
Yeah, I mean, the first year only one person from the chat made it. Last year, 2 people, 1 on each side. But now it's 5 people, 3 against 2, you know, on each side, that is. But other than that, though. Anyway, it's also good to see Nicole McQueen in there, and the Autism Rob, or just Rob, really.
Nice, well, looks like we have a good audience here.
We'll find out who gets the ball first and who's going to get it first at the half. So, of course, every quarter is 10 minutes instead of the usual 5 minutes, and that is, of course, just simply because it's the Super Bowl, damn it. Why else would it not be?
Exactly.
And hello to Jennifer Irish Fire Richards.
Welcome, everyone, to the stream. So we see these players on the field. Even with the player creations, there's still a lot of players, like on Tampa Bay, you have Mike Evans, Levante David, Chris Godwin. Tennessee, you have Derrick Henry. So a lot of good players mixed with the player creators as well.
Yeah, when I first started, we didn't have a lot of creative players, but ever since you know, the first season, we've increased to now to also include not 1, not 2, but 3 females in the field.
That's cool.
I mean, of course, I had to give them the Mulan treatment. I don't know if you know what I mean by that.
Okay.
It just simply means I disguised them to look like men, or used a male character and disguised them as a woman playing underneath, if you know what I mean.
That's pretty clever. But Tennessee will kick off, which means Tampa Bay will get the ball first, and we'll see the...
And they get to about the 27-yard line.
Also, just a reminder, there's a bit of lag, so Tajua mostly do play-by-play while I fill in.
Yeah, but he's an expert in these things. There you see Logan Hinton starting up, and he's had some up and down games, but especially last game where basically most of the offense was the special teams kicking unit, as well as a block punt that was taken back the other way by special teams. So they carried him to this point. So Logan's got something to prove.
Yeah, I remember Logan in his game last year with the Falcons. He had some good plays, but also some mistakes.
So, and that's something that they got to clean up, especially when you go up against the Titans or anyone really. But a good first run for 6 yards. And anyway, let's read some of the comments. The Super Bowl in the Ramen Bowl. Does that make it the Super Ramen Bowl?
I think so. We'll say yes. Right there, Ronald Jones, nice running back for Tampa Bay. Looked like the Titans got him for a loss, but nope, got a nice gain of 6.
And they hand it off, and they get a first down. Good run by number 27. I think that's Ronald Jones the second.
Yeah, so Ronald Jones with another nice run. I like what the Buccaneers are doing. They're establishing the run. Jones, 2 great runs. Good job after contact. Keep going. This is a tough Tennessee defense, but Tampa Bay moving the chains early.
And by contrast, the Titans played probably the best game of the postseason against the Chiefs in the previous round.
Yeah, I saw that. That Titans defense really looked good, and so far though today, the Buccaneers offensive line is
and a jet sweep that does not go well as Mobman gets a tackle for loss.
Yeah, Mobman, super athletic player, super strong, 2 good edge rushers with him on the left and Hill Langy on the right. So not fun from either way with the Titans defense, and good job there with Mobman making a key tackle.
Yeah, of course, Mobman using his professional wrestling expertise to be able to get the tackle and power his way through.
Yeah, he has that ability to stop the run, and we saw that there.
And, ooh, nice. Nearly caught it, but dropped it.
Yeah, as you can see, the good throw by Logan. The feet were set, but a big hit by this Titans defense. So now they're starting to get used to this Tampa Bay offense, which includes a very good offensive line, anchored by Smith and Dotson at tackles. Meanwhile, no player creations for the receiving core. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin lead the way, and we've seen the running backs with Ronald Jones. So far, a really good Buccaneers offense.
And Logan trying to find an open man, and, well, he got it to his man, but he couldn't hold on, and actually a very good, well-played defensive play. I can't see who it was that got it, but let's take a look at the replay.
Yeah, I will say this Tampa Bay offense did play very well on this opening drive in terms of the offensive line with blocking. As you saw there, Logan had a lot of time, but Rashad Perriman could just not hang on. And that was a Dory Jackson with the nice pass breakup. Big plays are that much magnified in the Super Bowl.
All right, so now they're going to punt it away. And gets it away. Where is he going to get it? It goes out of bounds, and it goes out of bounds at the 17-yard line. That's where they're going to mark it.
But overall, we saw Logan Hinton. Tom had some good throws, but now we'll see another quarterback who's player created. The Elmeister, he has had some really nice plays this season, and he will be trying to lead this Titans team to a Super Bowl, something he really wants to accomplish.
I mean, Elmeister has done more this postseason than he did the first two, where he was on the Giants, and he just couldn't get anything going.
Yeah, so both him and I made the team switch to Tennessee, and it's worked out pretty well.
And they're going to run it. And they gave it to Dion Lewis, and he gets a couple of yards, gets 8 yards for that. 2nd and 2.
Yeah, the Titans have a very good offensive line. Really, both Tampa Bay and Tennessee, 2 great O-lines. Both teams trying to establish a run. And with Tennessee, you have Derrick Henry, the power back, and Lewis, who's a bit more slippery.
And they give it to the H-Train. And they get 2 yards, but that's just enough to get a first down.
Yeah, good run there by Henry. Even though it was small, he had that power, and the Titans moved the chains. The Buccaneers are going to have to eventually stop him. Even the small games really add up in the Super Bowl.
And JWE says, sometimes you got friends, but at the end of the day, they turn on you. And unfortunately for Elmeister, he gets sacked by David, number 54.
Levante David, a veteran linebacker, one of the best in the game and super underrated, has a high IQ, and they're just sent Elmeister back. It was play action. Derrick Henry didn't block. It looked like someone missed their assignment, and you can't have that in a big game.
No, and that could cost them. It's still early, but it could come back to cost you in the game. And then Elmeister says, I think the switch was a wise choice. So far it has been. Just getting to the Super Bowl is tough enough as it is. And they give it to number 33, Lewis again.
Dion Lewis, the former Patriot, having some nice runs. You know, you want to switch up the backfield with Henry and Lewis, and so far they're doing that.
Of course, there's also number 83, the Tan Man himself, and how he's able to comment and play at the same time, I don't know.
Very hard to do so, but...
And Elmeister's going to run it, and he got himself the first down, and then some. What a hell of a run, 19 yards. They were at 3 and 13, and he got 19 yards out of that. What a hell of a run by Elmeister.
And that's why Elmeister's #1. A run like that, clean pocket in the Super Bowl, you gotta make those quick time decisions. Tampa Bay plays deep, steps up, runs with great speed, great blocking by the rest of the Titans, and then Tampa Bay trying to get him, but Elmeister jukes out some Buccaneers for a first down.
I mean, those are the type of runs that Elmeister has made that have got him to the Super Bowl thus far, so... Anyway, they hand it off to... Well, they hand it off to Lewis, but I don't think... Yeah, they lost a yard because of it.
Yeah, good edge stop there. I don't see who that was, but good job by Tampa Bay. Sean Murphy Bunting, so rookie corner there. Very fast, good athleticism, makes a good play there.
Oh yeah, that was when he was a rookie, okay. Well, that makes more sense then. But still... And of course, number 99, we haven't mentioned him yet, Cole Wesson, who is a defensive tackle. So of course, he's going to make it very tough for the offensive line to hold him back. And the throw, oh! Almost had it, but dropped it.
First of all, I think both quarterbacks, their throwing looks really good. It's just the opposing defenses have made better pass deflections. Looking at this Titans offense, one of the best offensive lines you ever seen in the league. You mentioned the two running backs, but we have A.J. Brown, physical man on the right side, and me as well on the left, along with Jonnu Smith, the tight end. So a lot of physicality and strength on this team, but you also have some speed with Elmeister.
3rd and 11, they got to make this if you're the Titans. Unfortunately, Barrett gets himself a sack. Shaquille Barrett.
The former Denver Bronco coming in there for a big play. The offensive line hyped them up, but that did not work. And Cole Wesson, you got your wish. The defense did get a sack.
Yeah, they got a sack. It wasn't you, but it was Barrett who got to him. And Elmeister leaves the field with nothing. So, but then again, with the Super Bowl on the line, yeah, you'll have to make a long drive the next time you get back. But in the meantime, it's up to the defense of Tennessee to get the job done and stop them again. And that's going to be a touchback.
Yeah, you know, with the Super Bowl, these teams are not used to playing each other. So you got to give time to figure each other out. And I like how both teams ran the ball. And we've seen in Madden, the scoring goes really fast. So I wouldn't worry too much on Elmeister as your teammate. I think we'll be fine.
And this isn't like 5 minutes a quarter. It's 10 minutes a quarter. And I know the difference is only 5 minutes, but that could be the difference between, you know, not having any time to having plenty of time. It makes a difference. Also, hey, Blaze Radio, what's up, man? And they go for a run, but they get stuffed as Ronald Jones, unfortunately, gets a loss of 2 yards, with Simmons Jr. getting a tackle for loss.
Yeah, Jeffrey Simmons, I believe he was a rookie in this game, or a sophomore year. Very young player with a lot of potential, and you see it there. So far, this feels like an old Super Bowl, running the ball, big defensive lineman, not a ton of passing yards yet.
Also, hello to Blaze Radio. What is up? Yo, yo.
Welcome, everyone.
All right, Logan going to go for a pass, and he misses.
Yeah, let's see that. I mean, good footwork, just a bit off, and that'll bring up 3rd down. Looking at this Titans defense, you have some great players up front. They run a 3-4. I really like this linebacking core, and in terms of the secondary, you have some dynamic playmakers as well. So, just a really good defense.
I mean, of course, you have one of the big key contributors for Tennessee thus far has been Ryan.
Yeah, he's been really good and keeping the pressure on Tampa Bay.
And a first down and then some by Hinton. That's a huge first completion to Howard.
Yeah, O.J. Howard, the tight end, got open, and he has the speed, and you saw there with that nice gain of 12. That was a really nice play, actually.
Yeah, of course.
Pass. I don't know how he got so open, but...
I don't know, but if you're Logan, you'll take any yards you can get, considering how much you were struggling up until that point.
Exactly. That was a really nice pass by Hinton.
And they go for a rush, but they only managed to get 1 yard on that.
Yeah, good stuff. So far seems like it's going to be up to the passing games because the offenses have struggled so far in terms of running it.
And another fumble! Fumble! And Brock Sr. gets the fumble recovery, and Tennessee takes over.
Oh my goodness, what a big play there. O.J. Howard had another catch, but Tremaine Brock, the veteran, the former 49er, if I'm not mistaken, makes a huge play. Look at this, the kaboom! Lays on the dynamite. Wow, there was 4 Titans there. Howard has it. He just loses it.
Now, in terms of field position, this gives Elmeister a very good start in terms of field position.
It does, and we gotta capitalize. You know, in the Super Bowl, it's all about capitalization, and he has a chance to do that here.
I mean, that's one of the things that Tennessee did against the Chiefs, especially in the first half, as time was running down on that. As they got a fumble, and then they took it back the other way for a touchdown. And another run, and ooh, I'm surprised that wasn't a face max onto Derek Lewis, or D. Lewis, excuse me. I'm not sure if it's Derek.
D. Was it the running back?
That was the running back, I'm sorry.
Dion,
I'm sorry. I always get my Lewis's confused.
There's a lot of, Lewis is a popular last name.
And they hand it off to the H train, but he does not get very far. In fact, I think they lost a few yards on that. A loss of 2. Yeah, they're going to have to, switch it up a little bit because, you can't run all the time, and obviously you can't pass all the time either.
Yeah, it seems like so far the running games are not taking off in this one.
Yeah, I mean, they established the run early, but apparently, as the game has gone on, the defenses have caught on to it. Elmeister now has to make a play. Now he's going to run himself, and he gets by one guy, and he gets a first down, and then some, and he gets all the way to the 33. Big play, big first down.
Elmeister's just really doing so great. Not only is he athletic and really talented, but he has people like A.J. Brown and myself who are big people blocking in front of him. So, yeah, he's looking really good so far on the ground, and Tampa Bay can't stop him.
I mean, number 26 tried to get him, but he slipped by him. Well, and apparently Elmeister's thinking, fine, I'll do it myself. Well, I would rather let Elmeister himself say it. Anyway, now they hand it off to the H train, but they don't get very much as well. Okay, now we get to see a little bit of the lineup here for the Buccaneers.
They have run a 3-4 as well. Very similar defenses in Dominican Sue, the veteran, Cole Weston on the D-line, Jason Pierpont, another veteran, rookie Devin White, and secondary, very good, very young with Sean Murphy, Bunting, Carlton Davis, and 2 good safeties. So overall, 2 defenses I think are similar in the way they're set up. There's a second down.
We've had 9 rushes and 1 pass by Tennessee. That's very odd. And they go for another run, and okay, they get much better, a much better run that time, but third and four, excuse me.
Yeah, you saw the second you play of Vita, they had take down Henry, and Henry's just not getting these lanes. He needs them, and the Titans' offensive line started out really strong, but since then the Buccaneers have really shut it down.
All right, 3rd and 4. And Elmeister gets a pass and a first down.
Good job by Elmeister stepping up in the pocket, delivering on the money to A.J. Brown, rookie, strong hands, and that's enough, like you said, to the Tampa Bay 18. The Titans pick up the first down. Good patience by Elmeister to move the chains.
Yes, and in the previous round, A.J. Brown caught himself a 51-yard pass by Elmeister, who just really launched a big bomb, and he had to jump and got it to get it. You know, kind of like a, OBJ type play, and that's what happened. And
Yeah,
Elmeister gets it to 10-man C, and it's a touchdown, Titans!
The connection, look at me go there. Wow, what a play. The 2 free agents, hook up, touchdown. And great play by Elmeister. That pass was on the money. He was leading me, so that way I didn't have to stop, and I kept running for a score. And touchdown, as he said.
So Tan Man just showing us why many people around us know exactly what we've always known all along, and that is he is the man.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, well, I wanted to come to Tennessee because I thought, why not mix it up? But here in the Super Bowl, you gotta make those big plays, and that was a really nice drive. Elmeister with the beautiful pass. Now Tampa Bay is down, and so far the Buccaneers, I mean, Logan's thrown the ball well. It's just the Buccaneers cannot come down with it, so some drop issues. Tampa Bay needs to figure that out.
Yeah, they'll have to talk to their receiving core because, and maybe even get a couple more tight end, runs, especially with OJ, I think his name was. Because they had a few plays with their tight ends, and they were able to make use of it. So, yeah, they'll have to make some adjustments on offense. All right, here we go. And he's just going to take the touchback and start at the 25. So, that being said, what do you think that Tampa Bay should do, as well as Logan and the rest of the guys?
I think they need to do some play action. They've established the run well to an extent, so just do play action, go deep. You have Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, O.J. Howard. You can go deep. The Buccaneers just need to do it because Tennessee's pass defense is not the best, so that would be my advice.
And Logan going to start off with a pass. Wait, we got a flag. So it was a caught pass, but it was a face mask on Kevin Bayard.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
So Tampa Bay gets an automatic first down, and I really don't have to say this, Sandman, but I'm going to say it anyway. You cannot make those type of mistakes in the Super Bowl, most especially the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, that stuff happens all the time with penalties. You just gotta adjust to it and get better.
Absolutely. The problem really comes in when you start doing penalties on a constant basis, really. And a caught pass, but he didn't really get far, did Mike Evans. Actually, he only got forward progress for 1 yard. So 2nd and 9.
Yeah, Mike Evans has been quiet today, which kind of surprises me because, like I said, he's a big playmaker, but he's not really doing that much. So this Titans defense is playing way better than I expected.
And as they should. I mean, this is the Super Bowl after all. And, whoa, nice catch! Or is it a catch? It is a catch.
Oh
by
my.
Evans.
Yeah, Logan, he has good footwork, and I mentioned that several times. And when you have good footwork, look at this,
Wow,
just a
what a catch
strike.
by Evans. I'm sorry.
And Evans just leans into it perfectly. Beautiful pass by Logan and Evans. Oh my goodness, that's an all-time Super Bowl catch.
All right, well, that's going to end the first quarter as it ends 7-0 Titans.
Been a good one so far. I'll just make, okay, so Tampa Bay has it at good field position. I think the main thing is they just got to score, and with the way Logan's been playing, that's definitely possible. And welcome, Shadow Gamer.
Yep, welcome to the show, Shadow/James Gamer. That's James. I don't know if you remember him.
Sounds somewhat familiar. And the double team stop there by Jeffrey Simmons. That's the second time we've called his name today, and he's been really good for this Titans defense, which will make it Tampa Bay second down.
All right, so 2nd and 10. Probably that was a no gain actually. So, and another run, but unfortunately, I can't pronounce this young man's name, but he ran into his own guy, which allowed Tennessee to close the door and close it shut.
Yeah, the Buccaneers running game started out strong, but since then Tennessee's been saying nope.
All right, so 3rd and 10. If you're Logan, you got to go for a pass, or if you're going to run it, you better have people blocking. That's a play action, and ooh, nearly intercepted, but it was dropped, and that's going to be 4th and 10.
Like I said, they need to go play action, so I like the play call, but I just don't know where that pass was going. That was nowhere near accurate.
Yeah, and let me see, who was that? Number 31. I'm surprised he didn't try to, try to dive for it and catch it, but I guess maybe he was not in the right position to grab it.
Yeah, I believe that's Kevin Byard, but he got the pass deflection.
Yeah, definitely. And they're going to go for a field goal, and it is good. 7-3, Tennessee.
Tampa Bay gets on the board. That was a very interesting completion because Logan has been pretty accurate today, but it seems like to do both things is that both teams cannot run the ball. So it's whoever can pass the ball better.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, both teams can't run, so whoever's passing is going to win.
Yeah, but also whoever's run game can get through might also tip it in whichever team's favor. And anyway, Shadow Gamer says who play. What do you mean? Like who's playing? Who's in the game, or be more specific, Shadow. Or do you mean the teams? If so, I'll be nice to help you, or I should be. Wait, let me see. We got. I believe I have you. Let me see. Where is? I put you on the Chiefs, but unfortunately the Chiefs didn't make it into the Super Bowl, and even if they did, I would have had to wait until next season. But I have you on the Chiefs, Mr. Shadow, if that's what you meant. Okay, cool. And also, hey, Mr. National Wrestling Federation, what's up? Good to see you. And Mundo Marvo Latino, what's up? Anyway, Elmeister gets a first down to number 11. I can't see his name.
That is A.J. Brown. That's his second catch. And he is... I really like him in real life, and obviously in this game he's playing great. He has really good hands, very secure at the point of catching. So far, the Buccaneers defense, in terms of their secondary, has not been able to contain that Tennessee pass catcher.
Mm-hmm. And also, yes, this is Madden 20. Okay, so a gain of 4 for the D train, or the H train, excuse me.
I think both works. Nice play there, good motion. I think that was by the tight end, and gain of about 4. So solid pickup by Tennessee.
Anyway, it's good to see you, Mr. Mundo Marvel Latino. And oh, another great catch by Brown. I'm telling you, Brown, it's like he has Velcro on his hands. He doesn't drop the ball.
Yeah, it seems like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers ran some man-to-man coverage there, and they did not do so well. So I'm interested to see if they keep that or go to zone. But A.J. Brown having himself a game so far.
And they handed off to Deion Lewis, excuse me, but it was a no gain. They just shut it down.
Yeah, Tampa Bay has a lot of big defensive linemen, and we've seen them come into play today, hence why Tennessee's run game can't get going.
They were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Okay. Elmeister gives it to Henry, but I'm surprised he didn't just go straight forward. Why did he go back? If you look at the replay, look at him.
Yeah, I have no idea why, to be honest.
That's just bad
Madden.
AI.
Yeah, that's just Madden.
So 3rd and 9, and now Tennessee is now in a 3rd down situation. So far they've been, moving the ball really well. And they get a catch by Henry, but he falls short of the 1st down at 4th and 2. Oh, who's Elmeister? Oh, who's Elmeister? That would be my good friend Elmeister, who is, that's him.
So I like that play. Get Henry involved in the pass-catching game since he's struggling on the ground. Tampa Bay blitzes, the Titans counter. However, good stop by Buccaneers. So really a good stop. A really good play by both teams there.
All right, let's see. Are they going to kick it? Yep, they're going to go for a field goal and keep it a one-score game. And ooh, nearly blocked it, but it's short. It's no good.
I like the decision to go for it for the field goal. Trying to make it a touchdown game, just misses happen, and you gotta say, okay, if we miss it, well, it's up to our defense. So now Logan Hinton comes back up, and it'll be time for him to try to take the lead for Tampa Bay.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1, and that's not going to get it done in a ball game.
All right, so Tampa Bay with another chance to take the lead, if not, cut into it with another field goal.
Yeah, they need to really score a touchdown here. Logan only had that one batting completion. He's been good besides that, so it's time here to really get things going.
Anyway, they fake the handoff. A play fake and a 1st down to Evans.
Yeah, the play action working out there for Logan. I think it fits him well. And Mike Evans, I think, can be the one answer for Tampa Bay. Like how for Tennessee, it's A.J. Brown. So let's see how that goes.
Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle.
That was a really nice play there by Evans. Him and Logan have looked really good today on that connection.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
As
I don't know, Elmeister. Anyway, a play fake, and there's a guy coming in, and he was forced to having to throw a screen pass, but either way it was incomplete.
Yeah, looks like the play maybe fell apart there. I couldn't see downfield, but maybe just no one got open. But anyway, 2nd down.
And hello to La Princess. What is up, Princess Ash? Or just simply Ash, but Ashley. And,
hello, Ashley, welcome.
And just as that happens, Vackard with a sack. Or Vacard, or however it's pronounced.
Kenny Vaccaro there coming in on the safety blitz.
Oh,
nice
Vacard,
play there.
Okay.
It's a very risky play, but gets Logan down, and that was a really nice play by Vaccaro to make it 3rd down and 19. So Logan needs to throw the ball deep here and hook up with Mike Evans or someone.
Okay, not a problem. Double ML. Mundo Marvel Latino. But anyway, double ML. Have a good day at school tomorrow. And 3rd and 19. He's going to have to go for it. Well, he gets a completion, but it's very short of the 1st down. 4th and 10, in fact.
Yeah, I mean, try to get as many yards to maybe go for the field goal. But anyways, let's see what they do here.
So yeah, it was a completion. It's just not enough.
Yeah, and sometimes that does happen. So let's see what happens here. And good job by Tennessee. They get the sack and they don't allow Tampa Bay to get it back.
And Tampa Bay is going to go for another field goal. Let's see if let's see if they get it. But it's no good. And it was wide right. Wow.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, now there's so much pressure on this Buccaneers defense. Their secondary has struggled. It's going to be up to Cole Weston and crew to stop this electric Titans passing game.
I mean, of course, as I mentioned before in the previous round, special teams got the job done with a field goal, and before that, a blocked punt that was taken back for a touchdown. That's what got them into the Super Bowl. Their defense definitely did its job against the Steelers, but when you go up against someone like Elmeister in a dynamic offense, you're in for a tough night.
Yeah, well said to you. Really well said there.
And Henry gets a little bit more, but not too much. He only gets 2 yards for it.
Yeah, it looks like he was maybe going to break away, but bam, he was stopped in the backfield by the Buccaneers. Creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later. So now it'll be 2nd down and 8.
Elmeister hands it off to Henry, and this time, Henry with a much better run. Short of a first down, but it's 3rd and 2 now.
Yeah, he's starting to get going slowly. I just think you got to be a lot more, you know, have those big runs, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah, better than nothing. It's either you got to block better or you have to come up with a scheme that gets him open. One way or the other. And Elmeister going to throw, and he gets a first down. Barely, but a first down.
Yeah, good throw by Elmeister. He sidearms it, and that is Corey Davis.
Yep, so Corey Davis gets his first catch of the day.
Nice play by him.
And apparently Jen is going for the Titans to win this.
It looks like that will be the winning team with Elmeister's leg scrambling ability and, you know, his ability to throw well. We've seen him hook up with A.J. Brown, Corey Davis, and me, so all 3 of his main wide receivers.
Elmeister trying to find somebody. And, wait, is that... It was caught! He got it. Another catch, and that was for 22 yards, and...
Oh, my. What? Was that Randy Moss? No, that was Jonnu Smith there with the 22-yard catch. Oh, my. Wow.
Yeah, it certainly could have fooled me because he had his old number, did Smith, but it's known as Jonnu Smith. Or Jonnu Smith, however you pronounce it. But great job by Smith. I'll tell you one thing, these guys are stepping up when it matters most if you're the Titans.
Yeah, Tennessee's been making a lot of big catches tonight. And I knew that this Tampa Bay Buccaneers, like, this Buccaneers secondary isn't great, but they are really, really struggling.
And then Shadow Gamer says, gotta go to school tomorrow, bye. And then he says, JK. Wait, were you just joking? Anyway, Elmeister does get a connection to Derrick Henry, and he gets it for 7 yards, so 2nd and 3.
Yeah, I like how they're using Henry in the receiving game. It's a good way to make him dynamic, and good job there.
All right, 2nd and 3 at the 12. So they have a chance to get a fresh set of downs before they get to 1st and goal territory, and they get a no gain on that one. 3rd and 3. Also, welcome back, JWE.
Tampa Bay's made a lot of close stops today in terms of 3rd down and stuff, and let's see if they can do it here.
2-minute warning now.
This is big because who get the ball? So Tampa Bay will get the ball the Titans will get the ball after the half. So if the Titans can score and hold Tampa Bay, this could be big.
Yeah, it can be a bonus situation. That's what I call it. And a catch by, I can't see his number 11, Brown, A.J. Brown.
Yeah, he has been so good today, and this Tampa Bay defense just does not have an answer for him. 40 yards on 4 catches. That was Carlton Davis, a young corner, covering him, and Brown just really nice catch there, one-on-one.
I mean, I'll tell you one thing, Brown, even though he only has 4 catches, but the ones he has gotten, he's torched them.
He really has, in all honesty.
And Elmeister with a completion to... Oh, wait, we got a flag. It was a catch, but we have a face mask against Tampa Bay, and it was against Carlton Davis. That's going to hurt.
Carlton Davis gets beat on his route, and then the flag.
And what this does is...
game for the young player.
Yeah, and what this does do is it doesn't give him a first down. It just gives him a fresh set of downs, which is just as bad if you are Tampa Bay, because you want to try to stop them any way that you can.
Yeah, face mask is one of the worst penalties you can get, and the Buccaneers just did that. So Tennessee can now get a touchdown easily with Derrick Henry, or just a quick throw.
Oh, Shadow, I actually made your character already, if that's what you were wondering. But we can definitely make some adjustments. And H-Train runs it in, touchdown Titans.
Great run there on the outside. You said the H-Train because he has the power of one, and a nice dance there.
That was just a
really
great. That was just a great blocking / running scheme.
That really was. Nice job there. Titans are up.
And damn, Tam, man, see, I don't know if you saw, but I mean, damn, Tam, man, I mean, you got some muscles. Where did you get that?
I don't know, but I did see me blocking, so, good block there.
Much to the chagrin of Cole Wesson, who's got to be frustrated at the fact that, the rest of his guys cannot stop him.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very interesting thing, because Tampa Bay's had some good plays on defense, but then they give up a big one.
Mm-hmm. If you're Tampa Bay, you got to find a way to not only stop Tennessee, but, make some plays. Try to get some sacks, interceptions, fumbles, anything at this point. And when you're on offense, you got to score.
Yeah, someone who's on the Titans, I'm happy. In Tampa Bay, if you're a Buccaneers fan, Colsa, get your head in the game. Logan just needs to hit these big plays. He's been good with some of the short stuff, but you need to go deep. And with the Titans getting the ball to the half, Tampa Bay needs to score. This needs to be a Buccaneers touchdown right here. You have 3 timeouts, you have time. You need to do something here in the Super Bowl.
So they're going to start at the 28-yard line, which is actually better than the average, really. The average starting is 25-yard line. Is 25 yards, but I just wanted to point that little part out there.
So let's see what Logan can do. Last year, he lost in a championship game to the Falcons, and now he's in the Super Bowl. Let's see.
Don't take him totally out of the game.
Talking it over here.
And Logan, had to go for a screen pass, and they get some and more, and finally forced out of bounds. That was probably the biggest play for Logan, but also more so for the receiver. I can't pronounce his name, unfortunately.
I think that is a 4th string or 3rd string running back on a screen pass. The Titans just slowed open, and a nice juke there by number 44, and that would be a huge first down.
And apparently we have someone called the Kansas City Chiefs, but of course that is not a verified account, so hello, Mr. Kansas City Chiefs.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside
but
the 40 now.
anyway, great to have you on the show. All right, but that was definitely the best play for Tampa Bay thus far, and another first down. Well, they're definitely picking up the urgency as far as Tampa Bay is concerned.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Yeah, this is what you want to see there. Now you have the 24, 15 yards to pen in, and you just need to get that touchdown.
And on the flip side, if you're the Titans, you don't want them to get a touchdown. Limited to a field goal if you must, but you cannot let them get a touchdown, especially when you have a dominant lead the way that you have. And speaking of Logan Hinton, there's the man himself who says, what does he say?
I think he was talking to the Chiefs account.
Looking forward to losing the Super Bowl? I'm not sure if he was talking to the Chiefs or he's just simply roasting himself. Because Logan has a tendency to roast himself. Or the teams that he is on, but mainly himself. And, oh, nice screen pass, and another first down, and a touchdown, Tampa Bay!
What a play, this screen, oh my goodness, the setup and the speed, the Buccaneers are in it. Whoever that is, number 44, what a touchdown. He had that big play earlier. Look
and he nearly dropped it.
You have it, and then one block. I don't know who that was, but it was a huge block by a Tampa Bay player, and that will be now a one-score game.
And of course, Cole is much happier now, and now for a point after touchdown. It is good, so it's now 14-10. So if you're Tennessee, of course, if you can try to go back and score another touchdown or even a field goal, that would definitely help your chances.
Yeah, I mean, this game got a lot more interesting, but there's still time on the clock.
Absolutely. And obviously, if you're Tampa Bay, you want to try to stop them and keep it within a touchdown or less if you can help it.
Yeah, this game just got really exciting. So, you know, I want the Titans to win, but I'm glad we're having a good game here.
Oh, of course. I'm pretty sure you would rather have a close game instead of a blowout, even if your team wins. All right, so he's going to take it down. And he gets to the 22-yard line, so less than ideal start, but better than starting on the 1, that's for sure.
Yeah, with 3 timeouts, I mean, there's a lot you can do. Just do you do it? I think that's the question.
Of course, if you're Elmeister, I mean, you've been playing out of your mind so far, so, you know, and of course, you have to be aware of whatever adjustments that Tampa Bay makes on defense as well, because, you know, and another thing is you don't want to take your foot off the gas without question, because if you do, you know, you could be looking at the lights pretty soon. And Elmeister gets, well, it was out of bounds, so even if Tamman had caught it, it was out of bounds, so 2nd and 10.
Yeah, you know, ever since my touchdown, I've been quiet, so I need to step it up here to help Elmeister.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, Joshua, we gotta see how they do against A.J. Brown first.
And Lewis runs it, and they'll use a timeout finally, do the Titans.
So, I don't think we'll have any points here before half. I could be mistaken, but I mean, the timeout situation in 43 seconds, looks like both teams are going to take it to half and try to bounce back stronger.
All right, so 3rd and 8. So if you're Elmeister, you got to make this. And he's going to run it himself. And he gets himself a first down. And he's going to... Okay, so finally he gets down. And they call a timeout again. But they get a first down and some.
Wow, what a run that was. A nice play there, the juke. And yeah, Joshua James, because you said the Buccaneers are back. Oh, back on defense. Okay, I misread that. Sorry. Anyways, it's nice run by Elmeister. That was really nice. Shifty. He's so fun to watch.
And, okay, not a problem, Shadow. And another first down with another run. And he gets all the way to the 33-yard line. Now, let's see, what is it, Tennessee going to call a timeout, or are they going to run a quick play?
Oh, no, the clock management in Madden. No, 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 no.
Or are they going to call timeout and then kick a field goal? Well, not a problem, Shadow. All right, so Shadow's going to be going. Okay, okay, now they call timeout with 10 seconds left.
Don't ask me the clock management in Madden, but
it sucks dick sporting goods, right?
Yeah, it does. It does.
So even though it's first down,
oh, okay, so they're gonna go for a field goal. They get it, and it is good. So it's 17-10 Tennessee.
So my guess is they just wanted to take the field goal, so that's why they let the clock run, but he could have still gotten some more yards. But like Cole said, the
You got to stop that QB run.
But it's hard to, because if you play like towards the QB run, then you leave like the pass catchers open. So teams have struggled with that, and the Buccaneers are kind of used to running QBs with Cam Newton on the Panthers, and today with the Titans, Elmeister, he's been really good.
Okay, so 6 seconds left. Not much you can do in 6 seconds, but anything can happen. And they get to about the 28 with 3 seconds left.
So it looks like we'll see a kneel here. Now we'll do it, everyone, for the halftime. Titans up 17-10 against Tampa Bay. Not done, though, so the Buccaneers come back against Tennessee.
Okay, let's see. They could fake it, or are they? Nope, they did not fake it. They're going to take the knee and call it for the half.
I'm like, a fake kneel. They've actually done that, a fake spike, but I don't think I've ever seen a fake kneel. Anyways, it's been a good one here in Miami.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Big run after big run, a quick play will clutch it. And then Joshua then says, now there's no time for the Buccaneers to lollygag as they are approaching halftime.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah, the Buccaneers are having a big task ahead of them.
And there's Elmeister, and you can see what he looks like without the helmet.
I bet he's smiling because of the big plays he's made so far. He's been really good.
But of course, he cannot relax, especially given the fact that, you know, if you know Tampa Bay, they, you know, with or without Brady, you know, if you take your eye off of them for too long, they can. And of course, this is the silhouette glitch. I don't know if you've seen this. I mean, I'm serious. Sure, it doesn't break the game, but it's like, what the hell? What is this?
Oh my goodness. It's bad, but it's also funny because of how bad EA is.
Yeah, and they get to the 30-yard line, does Tennessee, so that's a great starting position.
Alright, let's see what they do here.
It's a funny glitch.
The first half, we really saw that Elmeister and the run game work out, so let's see what happens.
And then Clinton's like, T-I-T-A-N-S, Titans.
Exactly.
Oh, look, it's my fellow Mat Master. That would be Joshua James when they were teammates. And now the H train, and he does not even get very far. In fact, he lost 3 yards. That was not a good run, or at least not a good run scheme anyway.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result.
Yeah, nice stop there. Looks like it's going to have to be the running of...
They have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
The running of Elmeister to do it.
They run with Lewis.
And Lewis, avoided 1 tackle, avoids 2 tackles, but he couldn't avoid the 3rd one, and they actually get a couple of yards, so now it's 3rd and 7. Well, you got to get better on your essays, because I can tell you from experience that if you fall behind when it comes to your grades, it's going to be a difficult ask to come back. So, you got to focus on that. I wouldn't take it any lightly, really. And, incomplete. Wow.
I mean, those are going to happen. Elmeister's been really sharp on his 3rd of the Super Bowl, but a 3-and-out that really could have put Tennessee up 2 scores, but they still up of 1. And hey, JWE, looks like the Titans are going to win, but you never know if Logan has in stock.
Well, now Logan has a chance to tie this game with a touchdown.
As he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
All right. And they get it off, and let's see where this gets spotted at. They're going to down it. Is it going to stay inbounds? It does, and they put it at the 2-yard line. So Tampa's going to have to start at their 2.
Yeah, you mentioned the special teams being really good. Both teams, really. I think you said that to Tampa Bay, but there's Tennessee with some good special teams.
Buccaneers offense, they get their first reps of the 2nd half. And they will begin with, should we call
Might leave in a couple of minutes, not a problem, but nonetheless, though, Tampa Bay, they're going to have to go 98 yards in order to go and tie this game up. And then Cole's like, Thank you. All right. And Logan had to be careful, and he actually gets a first down. Wow, what a first down throw. That was huge, because if he wasn't able to get it, then this would have been trouble, but they get the first down.
Yeah, that was a really nice play by Logan. He's had, some misses, but he's also had some really nice plays, and him and Bashard Perriman, the former Ravens first-round pick, have been connecting nicely.
All right, so 1st and 10 at their own 12. And Logan gets caught. He was too close to the offensive line, and it was only a matter of time before Jones got to him.
Because Dequan Jones, what a play. He just bullied an offensive lineman. Both defensive linemen have had their nice moments this game.
Yeah, Logan, Jones, okay, I mean, Jones did what he was supposed to do, but Logan was standing a little too close to the offensive line, and something like that could happen where someone could bust through and get their hands on Logan, and that's kind of the result of what happens, though. Now it's 2nd and 14. Logan. Oh, huge first down at the 34, but wow, what a catch by Perriman.
Bashard Perriman and Logan have been having a fantastic connection. I believe that's like his 4th catch, and Logan, he's had a nice throwing motion over the middle, just uses their arm, and nice deep pass to Perriman. Wow, what a dime to him over the middle of the field. Logan, you gotta keep this rhythm with him. Keep passing it, just ditch the run, and keep Logan in the rhythm.
This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Logan, another catch, and forced out of bounds, but it's a first down.
I really like the way Logan throws the ball. Like, you can tell he just, the way his arm, he has a really good arm, and him and Perriman, I believe that was Perriman again, what a connection they're having. They're looking to tie this game up with the Titans.
Yes, I'm aware that Lars Sullivan was released. JWE. So, now at the 46, quick pass, and That was supposed to be a screen pass, but Jackson read it perfectly.
Yeah, Dory Jackson, he had that pass breakup earlier. He's been good for this Tennessee defense. He's made 2 big plays, and in the Super Bowl, we've seen young corners step up with Malcolm Butler and the Seahawks Patriots, and today, Buccaneers Titans, it's been Dory Jackson, number 25, against Mike Evans, too.
Okay. And Logan was kind of like, why am I not using Godwin or Evans? Well, you happen, and now he's going to go for a big bomb. And wow, what a catch! What a hell of a catch! What? Wow. 49 yards
Goodness.
to Godwin.
The Hinton bomb. Logan, you were waiting for those 49 yards for number 12. He just went Randy Moss over Kenny Vaccaro. Logan let it fly. And the catch! 2 hands over. Chris Godwin out bodies, out boxes the wide receiver for 47.
Well, now they're at the 7 and have a chance to tie this game up. And Jones going for a run, but well, I mean, they get 3 yards on that one, so now they're at the 4-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Well, now if you're Tennessee, you have to find a way to stop them, if not limited them to a field goal.
Yeah, that was still a fantastic catch. Oh my goodness.
And they go for, no wait, they fake the run, but unfortunately, a sack by Correa to Hinton.
Mark Ray, a former Raven actually. I was saying the Ravens let him go. He's a very athletic player, and Logan and Correa get into a bit, but not a ton of sacks in this game, but Correa there, this can really back the Buccaneers up. Logan just needs to get that away a bit quicker.
Yeah. That was a 9-yard loss there, so that was a huge play for Correa. And third and goal. Big one for Tennessee. And just as big for Tampa Bay. And ooh, he nearly caught it, but he couldn't hold on to it.
Oh man, the drop. Oh no.
That's one thing that can kill you. That's one thing that can kill. Sorry.
Exactly. Sorry for interrupting. But Godwin, he had that spectacular catch. But he has this big touchdown drop. I mean, he has it just. Oh man. That's tough.
I mean, and credit the Titans for not giving up on that play. But now they have to go for a field goal in this case. Still plenty of time to get back, and they do get it, so now it's 17-13 Titans.
Yeah, but man, that's with football. So now we're in a game where this drive I think is going to be really impactful because if the Titans can get a touchdown, you know, if Elmeister with Tennessee can get a really nice drive and make it an 11-point game, that's going to be big. So Tampa Bay is going to be up to their defense today.
Yeah, it's going to be up to Tampa Bay's defense because if they can't, they were able to stop them one time for a 3-and-out once. So I'm not sure if they'll be able to do it again, but who knows? They could. I'm not doubting it. They've done it before, so it's just a matter of doing it.
Exactly.
So they get to, whoa, he got a couple more yards. Ooh, if he'd have been able to slip out just a little bit, he might have gone for a kick return. But they get to the 31.
So let's see what Elmeister can do. You know, we saw him run in the first half, and then he had a 3-and-out, and then
there's you.
I had a touchdown catch, but that's been about it. So let's see what we can do in the second half.
I mean, one catch, but it's a huge one. But now, yeah, you definitely got to step up and help Elmeister, but so do the rest of the Titans. Especially make the adjustments that you got to make, especially after that last drive where you didn't even get anything going. And, well, a bullet pass, but it was dropped. And even if he held on to it, it was probably going to be incomplete, if not a no gain.
I think that's one of the few times that the Buccaneers have been able to stop A.J. Brown, which will make it a Titans second down.
2nd and 10. And Elmeister gets caught by David. That's his 2nd sack of the night.
Oh my goodness, Levante David, he just hurtled over Derrick Henry. I don't know if you saw that, but he
I
just
did. I
jumped
saw it.
over
It's like,
him.
I mean, I'm not sure if it was a missed tackle or a missed block by Henry, but David kept at it and he got to Elmeister. Now, this is a critical 3rd down here.
David, the veteran, has those fantastic pass moves, and Henry went for a dive. Did not work out. 3rd down.
And then Cole's like, that's frustrating how we didn't get a TD there. You would think so. And Elmeister gets caught again. And this time it was by the boy named Sue.
Then Dominican Sue, the veteran, the former Lion and Dolphin. He's been on a lot of teams, but he is... Don't let that fact deter you. He's one of the best pass rushers, super physical, and he gets a really big sack there on Elmeister from the right edge.
And correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not sure if he's on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as of, IRL, but now it's up to Tennessee to try to stop him. So they get the kickoff and a catch. And Mickens doesn't get very far. He gets to the 23-yard line, excuse me.
So it looks like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have figured out this Tennessee Titans offense. They've been blitzing Elmeister, and now it's time for Logan Hinton. We've seen his deep arm ability, but can he get a touchdown here? This is big for the Tampa Bay.
Wow. I mean, if Tennessee cannot score any more points, it's really going to come down to if they can stop Tampa Bay, because, but right now Logan is in the zone right now. Now, of course, if you're Logan, the last thing you want to do is make a mistake and throw an interception. That's the worst thing you could do.
Yeah, I mean, Logan's have those big plays. Just for Tampa Bay, you need to get in that rhythm, and the end zone is where the issues have been.
They've only managed to get 1 touchdown.
2nd and 9.
And they get another completion, but I don't. How many yards was that? That was only 3 yards. 3rd and 6.
That is true, Logan. You haven't thrown a pick, but there also have been some misses as well. And let's see what happens on 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6. So. Logan, he's going to launch it, and nope, well defended this time. They were not going to get fooled again. They gave up a big play last time, but in the words of the Who, they don't get fooled again.
That was, I believe, Kevin Byard for the Titans. And I love that scene to Jew, and I also love that pass breakup by Byard against Ronald Jones. Nice job there.
And of course, Cole naturally wants a pass interference, but I'm pretty sure there would have been some holding or something, or any obstructions, but instead, it's going to be a punt, and they get this off. I mean, of course, naturally, Cole and Logan would say pass interference, because why would they? So the Titans do get it back, and they'll have to start at the 22nd yard line. So, of course, once again, we get to see Tan Man. I'm like, but no, seriously, Tan Man, how is it that you have muscles?
I don't know. That is a good question. I do not know the answer to, but I do know is Titans have to get something going on offense, because second half, no points.
Mm-hmm. I mean, even if you get a field goal, that definitely should help your confidence a little bit. Anyway, now they're going to run it with Henry, and they don't get really far on that one. They only get 4 yards. 4 yards on that
As
one.
someone who, sorry, but as someone who's more neutral in the game, did you think that was a PI or no?
Honestly, no. But if there was like holding, you know, if there was like if there was holding, I could probably see it. Or if there was some sort of obstruction to the point where, you know, it was clear that they were going to make it, but then of course an obstruction happened. So I honestly don't think it was a pass interference. You know, if you were really asking me neutrally. And even if I wasn't neutral, I would have probably still said no, there was no pass interference.
Yeah, someone who's rooting for the Titans. Speaking of which, just got a pass from Elmeister, so a new set of chains for the Titans. I don't think there was PI there.
And another run by Henry, and this time he gets a considerable amount. He gets 7 yards, so now Henry's starting to get more than 5 yards now.
Yeah, he's starting to, like you said, to kind of get more of those yards, break some tackles, and get a bit more explosive, and I think we're going to see a big run from him sooner rather than later.
And Elmeister's going to run it himself and gets another first down. Elmeister has 5 rushes for 86 yards.
Yeah, he is really great on the ground because he has a great arm, so you have to be respectful of both the legs and the arms. And first down at the 50 with 1:20 left in the third quarter. This is going to be a big drive for this game.
I mean, Elmeister's been quiet, at least in the comment section he has, although I think he might just not want to jinx himself. But anyway, A.J. Brown with a rare run with a jet sweep, but Tampa Bay was too well prepared for that. They weren't fooled.
Yeah, good job there by the Buccaneers defense. Both offenses have been, not a lot of trick plays. The Titans try one and it does not work out.
All right, so 2nd and 11 at midfield. And unfortunately, another run to Henry that gets nothing. In fact, they lose yards. So David with the tackle for loss.
If Tampa Bay wins, Levante Davis should get Super Bowl MVP for their Buccaneers defense. A stop there against the Titans running game with Derrick Henry. 2 sacks on Elmeister. He has been really good.
I ain't going to take any risks of jinxing myself. It's the Super Bowl, man. Exactly.
I agree. It's a 3rd down here, which is big. Let's see what the call is.
He's gonna throw it, and it's caught, but unfortunately they don't even get close to first down. It's 4th and 10.
Adam Humphries, who's actually a former Buccaneer, gets the catch, but like you said, it's just not close. Good coverage by Tampa Bay, including Sean Murphy bunting. So Tennessee, no points still in the second half, and with the 4th quarter coming up, this could really help the Buccaneers get a late game win.
Yeah, they could. Might want to go for a field goal if I'm in range, but unfortunately you're not. You're on the 50-yard line, so fat chance that's going to happen. Anyway, he gets it off, but just barely though, and okay, where did he put it? He puts it, okay, they're going to mark it at the 20-yard line for Tampa Bay to start off with, but he barely got it off. That would have been something if it was blocked.
Yeah, well said there with the kick. My thought with this game is I think Tampa Bay is going to get a touchdown. I think it's going to be a big pass by Logan, and I think the Buccaneers are going to win. Or overtime, I think either or.
Well, if Tennessee, that is, unless Tennessee can come up with a big play right here, they get a completion, but they get about 6 yards on that, so it's 2nd and 4 as we get to the 4th quarter now.
Yeah, good game so far. I think both quarterbacks have been great, and I like that play there. Logan to Rashad Perriman, continue that chemistry, and now we'll see what happens going into the 4th.
I'll tell you what, if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers can come back and win this will. What do you have to say about Logan and Cole and the rest of the guys?
I think they played great. Logan, as he's looking to throw, will complete. And I believe that's Mike Evans. I think Logan's played very good. He's had some misses, but overall good. Cole, we haven't called his name a ton, but he's made a lot of good plays stopping the run. And then in terms of Tennessee, I think I've played good. Elmeister's been great, so... and Mobman has been good as well for the Titans defense. So I think everyone's made a good impact.
I mean, that's about as much as you can ask for either team, really. But now, for Logan, now at the 41-yard line, Logan trying to find somebody. And he does. He gets another first down. Logan started off really rough, but now he's starting to get back onto it.
Yeah, well said. And guess who that was? Bashard Perriman, the former Raven first-rounder, bust there with Baltimore, but he with Tampa Bay. He's been big today for his Buccaneers pass offense.
I mean, I never would have thought that Perriman would have, done something, but he did. And they get another completion, and I think they got enough for a first down, if not short of it.
I think that's Mike Evans. I like that play. You can kind of read Logan. Looks like he was thinking of going deep first, but he went short, got the plays, 300 yards, and now at the Titans 35. And Logan is saying, give it to Ronald Jones, so put in the hands of his running back. You like to see that from the quarterback. Trust the teammates.
We'll see if they do run it to Ronald Jones. Or, as Logan called him, Ronald McDonald Jones. Just as a joke. But anyway. 1st and 10 at the 35. And Logan just trying to find somebody, but he couldn't. And he gets sacked by Simmons Jr. That's a huge sack to give up. If you're Tampa Bay, you cannot give up that kind of sack, especially when you're that close to maybe even another field goal to get it even closer. But instead, you just that's one of those things you just have to throw it away.
Yeah, each offensive line has respectively had their miscues, and that was one here for the Buccaneers. Tampa Bay just has had trouble with Jeffrey Simmons, and there he gets a huge play with the stack on Logan, and that's really going to hurt them.
Yeah, that's going to hurt them, and if you're Tennessee, the worst thing you can do is give up 21 yards. That's just going to kill your spirit, because you went and you got that sack. Now you just want to... Okay, so they've play faked that. And an incompletion, excuse me. 3rd and 21.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them.
So this is a really big play here. If the Buccaneers don't get this, it's 4th down, you punt it with 7 minutes. But let's see, probably a big play coming up.
And it's completed, but well short of the first down. 4th and 13.
Yeah, 44 got touchdown earlier, couldn't do the same magic here. Logan, I like how he's played safe today. He's had some nice plays, but you have to go deep there. And, yeah, with that few time left.
I mean, for Logan, the least he can do is be proud of the fact that he got this far. But now they're going to go for a field goal to cut it to within 1 point. And blocked! And number 93 gets it, and this could be, I believe,
40, 35, 30,
touchdown Titans!
20, 13, 10, 5, touchdown! The nail in the coffin as
Gilbert!
The Titans look like they're gonna do it. Wow! And their hearts sink.
All right, let's see. Who was number... Okay, I didn't see who that was that blocked it, but it was Gilbert, number 93, that took it back, and Cole is got to be... I mean, he's got to have... I don't want to say anything bad about it, but Cole has got to be throwing and breaking every furniture that's not nailed down.
As Elmeister said, that's game-winning TD. As I said, nail in the coffin. It looks like the Titans are going to win it.
Well... barring a miracle, of course. I mean, the worst thing you could do is take your foot off the gas. Like I said before, you can't take your foot off the gas, because if you do, Tampa Bay could still come back, even with 7 minutes and 21 seconds left.
That is Reggie Gilbert, number 93, undrafted free agent. You know, a name that most people probably don't know, but you know what this reminds me of to you? Malcolm Butler, when he made that interception in the Super Bowl. Most people didn't know him, and Reggie Gilbert could be that player here that seals it for the Tennessee Titans. A fantastic special teams play, and the heart sink of many, as I said,
I mean,
as it's an 11-pointer.
Yeah. Now, suppose that this happened to Tennessee. You know, if it happened the other way around, Tampa Bay would be in the lead, because that's what happened in the Steeler game that they had last round. And whoa, he could be going for it. He might go all the way. And I told you, don't take your foot off the gas. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 98-yard return.
And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
Wow.
That's the first time ever that we've seen a kick return.
Go for two, or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
Wow. So this game went from boring to pretty interesting.
Well, I don't want to say
like
boring,
that.
but it probably would have been a wrap had Tennessee actually, you know, wait a minute, they're going to go for two.
Oh, they're not done.
They're going to hand it off, and they do get the 2 points. So it is good. So now it's a 3-point game now.
What a game this has been to you. This went from running the ball unsuccessfully to 2 back-to-back touchdowns. First of all, you have an undrafted free agent player do it. Someone who I don't think that many people have heard of, Reggie Gilbert. Let me know if you all have. And then you have a kickoff return touchdown. So now it's a 3-point game with 7:10 left to go.
So let's try this again.
So,
After the kick return, TD, here's yet another.
well, let's see. I'll be shocked if Tennessee's going to play it safe. They're going to start at the 25. But I mean, this is like a went from absolutely gutted to smashing ourselves back into winning distance, says Cole. Yeah, we could see this go into overtime. We could see it.
And maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal.
All right, Elmeister gets himself a first down, number 81.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Wait, no, it's not the Chiefs. It's the Tennessee Titans at or against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Mr. Diamond's Light. So, welcome. That's our good friend Diamond, by the way.
Hello, this game has been crazy. Oh my goodness.
And they fake the handoff, and Elmeister, ooh, nice completion, and he also goes out of bounds, but he gets the first down. Does A.J. Brown.
Yeah, he has been really good this game, and coming down the stretch here, you know, every point's matter.
I mean, if you're Tampa Bay, obviously you want to stop them from scoring a touchdown. A field goal doesn't kill you, but a touchdown will make it much tougher, if I have to say so myself, Mr. Tamman.
Yeah, I mean, here, you know, 6:30 remaining, the clock's also a big factor.
And they hand it off to Henry, and he nearly gets himself a first down. He gets a 2nd and 1. That's what he gets. So for 9 yards. Yep. Diamond says, hand it to Henry. Of course, if you're Tennessee, you want to try to get as much clock off as you can, but you also got to move forward and score.
2nd and 1.
And they fake the handoff this time. And Elmeister, that was a catch by Tan Man Z.
Wow, toe tip drag at the 8 of Tampa Bay.
Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of
Oh my, this game looks like it could be one of the best in channel history.
Not to say that the first two games weren't, because they were. But this game is incredible. What do you have to say about it?
On another level. I'm speechless here.
So first and goal.
All right, first and goal at the 8. Elmeister is going to run it. Oh, and we got a flag. What's the flag for? We have a holding? We have a holding against Taylor Laron, number 77, and that's going to put him back to the 18-yard line. That's going to hurt. Because you go from 10 yards, within 10 yards, to now outside of 10 yards, like 18 yards, actually.
Yeah, Taylor Laron's been pretty good today. There's not been that many penalties. The only one that comes to mind is the Tampa Bay face mask. But now, Tennessee, a touchdown would really put it away here. But you have to do that 18 yards.
And D. Lewis gets himself 3 yards, but that's not going to do it. But anyway, 15 yards away now. Who got the penalty?
It was Taylor Laron, Tennessee offensive lineman. Also, I don't like the running call there. You know, pass it and put the ball in the hands of Elmeister, who's been a playmaker all game.
Okay, so they go for another run, and he gets to the outside, and the H train does it again. Another touchdown.
Oh, what a run. He had the blocking and no one could get him. That was a really nice play there. So now it looks like it'll be a 10-pointer, 503, and I might have just done it to Jew. I know we've said that, but, I mean, to get 10 points in 5 minutes, really hard to do, and Elmeister celebrates.
On the flip side, look at what Cole says.
It's still loading for me.
Oh, well, it's...
I'm sorry.
Titans paid the refs. No, they didn't pay the refs.
I don't know how we paid the refs to get a blocked field goal touchdown and run it in, but sure, you can say that.
Well, again, if they're going to... I'd have to think something like another kick return is probably going to do it again, I guess. We'll see if they do it.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
We'll see if... basically, we'll have to find out if Tennessee has... sewed up the holes that gave up that 98-yard return from earlier. And no, they did. And since when do refs get paid in Skittles? The candy Skittles? Look at what Logan said.
I did. I get Logan is tough, but...
Look, he's paying the refs now.
Oh, you guys. Okay.
Since now. But I'll tell you what, I mean, we could have just as easily seen Tampa Bay actually dominate. We could have just as easily seen it.
Yeah, but anyways, it'll come down to Logan with 10 points to close and under 5 minutes remaining.
Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
So yeah, Tampa Bay's going to have to score a touchdown, get a stop. They have enough time to do that, and score again.
Yeah, my headset disconnected, so I didn't hear all of what you said, but they got to score fast.
Oh, and they get a pass off just before Logan. Like, Logan was about to get the sack, but he managed to get the ball off away before he did. So a completion, so a first down.
those are game-winning plays. Throwing in the face of pressure at number 44, he's had a touchdown and 2-point conversion, 90 reception yards. Love the way the Buccaneers have used him. And the Buccaneers gotta go deep. Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, get them involved. This Titans secondary has struggled against them.
And then Diamond Sight is asking, wait, did Tom Brady die in this version? No, this was based on the 2019 year when Brady was still with the Patriots. So this was before he joined the Bucs, IRL, and it is caught. Another first down.
17 yards on the play and a buck.
Oh my goodness, that is the wonder and magic, I believe, of Mike Evans. He's been really good today. And I'll say this to you, both quarterbacks have been fantastic. Two young quarterbacks in their first Super Bowl. I mean, Logan's been very great with the deep balls, and Elmeister's had some nice sideline passes, and he has been good with his legs. So really, it's been really great by both sides.
And of course, let's not forget the defensive players. They've come up big at different times for each team. And a screen pass, and that's enough for a first down. Number 44.
Good throw there by Logan to get the running back involved. Tennessee just couldn't swim there fast enough, so nice first down.
Yeah, but they're going to have to get some in chunks because if not, get him and then go out of bounds to stop the clock. That's one thing that they got to worry about. Because even if you score a touchdown, just like they did just right now, touchdown Tampa Bay. You'd want to make sure you leave enough time on the clock for your defense to get back, and well, there you go.
Yeah, really nice play there with a field goal game. You never know.
And then Cole is like, we're not going down without a fight. That's absolutely right.
That's Scotty Miller, who is big in this year's season, and that was a really nice throw by Logan.
And of course, they are not going to take any chances with a 2-point conversion. They're just going to take it and be just down with only be down 31-28. So now it's up to Tampa Bay to try to get a stop and to do it with as much time as they can possibly get if they want to come back and win the game. If not, and barring that, try to get a field goal for a tie to send it into overtime.
Yeah, so if you're a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan, you need to stop the run on the clock. And if you're a Tennessee Titans fan, you need to run that clock down. That's the biggest thing you gotta worry about. Good thing is you have Dion Lewis, Derrick Henry, and Elmeister running it. So it's going to be interesting.
And, okay, so he goes for it, and okay, so he's going to take it out. I'm surprised. Oh yeah, I forgot he wants to run the clock down, and he takes it to the 23-yard line. Not bad. Could be better, but anyway. So Elmeister started out 10 of 12, but since he has gone 5 of 7, but it's still otherwise consistent as far as Elmeister is concerned.
Yeah, he's been really good on the ground. I think he's been really good at the sideline passes, so I've overall been impressed with him today. Like I said, both quarterbacks have played great.
I mean, heck, even a field goal for Tennessee at this point would help.
Yeah, really, and the clock.
And a jet sweep, but unfortunately, it results in a loss of 2 yards for Tennessee. Sorry.
It's okay. Yeah, the jet sweeps have not really worked out.
But the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way.
So obviously you got to, mix in some passes along with the runs because, the last thing you want to do is,
Continuing to run, they'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Elmeister gets it off just before the 0 count, and Henry with a big run, and did they get the first down? Nope, it's 3rd and inches though. Anything to say about that, Tan Man?
Not really. I mean, it's a good stop, 3rd down, Tampa Bay here with couple timeouts, so I was going to respond to people, but I will say this is response to that. Good job by the Buccaneers defense. They stepped up big.
Well, they're gonna let the clock run for the 2-minute warning, so not a bad strategy. Just to, if you're Tennessee, to try to get that off the clock there. So now 3rd and inches. Can you get these inches and possibly get this done? They give it to Henry, and he does get the first down. And for Tampa Bay, they have to burn a timeout.
Well, I'm not calling it, but that is most likely going to help the Tennessee Titans win with Derrick Henry, the train, the D&H train we've been calling him. Now, Tampa Bay has 2 timeouts, but with the clock, Tennessee, if they get another first down, it's over at the rate of doing it.
They get it to Dion Lewis, but this time they don't get very far, and once again, they burn another timeout.
So most likely is going to happen, 2nd down timeout, so the Buccaneers might have like 15 seconds to do something, but I'm not calling it a Titans win. So if the Buccaneers hold Tennessee here to a punt, there's a chance they will have very few seconds. But if the Titans get a first down, they are going to win it.
Yeah, and conversely, if you're Tennessee, the worst thing you could do is throw it and then get an interception and a pick 6. That's the worst thing you could do.
Let's see what they do here.
So they didn't get very many yards. In fact, they actually lost a couple of yards there.
Okay,
so,
great play there by the Buccaneers defense.
Well, now they're out of timeouts, so if you're Tampa Bay, you got to get this stop. Otherwise, Tennessee can just simply run out the clock and it's done. This bitch is done.
Game on the line, everyone. This is it. This is the game.
They get it to him, but they don't get the first down. In fact,
Tennessee does not get the Super Bowl ring quite yet. Sorry for interrupting there to you, but the Tampa Bay gets a stop. That's Devin White, the rookie, and that means the Buccaneers will get about a minute. So actually more time than I initially thought. So this works out well if you're a Tampa Bay fan. What you need to do, though, is get in field goal range or a touchdown, but you have no timeouts, so you cannot take a sack here.
Or start off at poor field position at the 3-yard line in this case. I mean, they pin him at the 3. Did the special teams for Tennessee. That's going to make it very, very tough.
Yeah, that might have done it. Real men go for, I mean, that's very risky to go for on 4th down.
Yeah, you could have went for it on 4th down, but you would have given Tampa Bay even better position that they got. So instead of starting at 3, they would have started at, like, what, the 33? Of the opposition's 33? Somewhere around there? I forget where they were exactly. Anyway, Logan trying to find somebody, but he has to be careful. And that's going to be a safety for Tennessee. And it's a sack for Simmons Jr.
And Jeffrey Simmons Jr. will win it, everyone. That is your Super Bowl, and Tennessee takes home the trophy. Tampa Bay will have to punt it back, and it'll be kneeling for Elmeister as the Titans win it on a safety. Game over. Titans win it to Drew. I didn't think it would come down to a safety, but Jeffrey Simmons has been great all day. Number 90 just pushes off, and Logan was about to get it off, but the Buccaneers fall short. You had a good game, Logan. Both quarterbacks did, but the Titans of Tennessee will be the victors.
So Tennessee's just going to, well, they get it. So they get to the 26, but it's not a matter of how much yards you get. Now it's just a matter of just running down the clock. But I got to say this. I would think that if Tampa Bay was to, whether it would be, you know, if they were going up against some other team, they probably would win.
Yeah, this was, I mean, just a fantastic game. All players played great.
Though it could have just as easily been a Tampa Bay victory, you know, for them. But So they do kneel it, and well, they still have to kneel it again. There's still enough time on the clock to have to kneel again. But yeah, Logan got himself some help. Like the first 2 seasons, it was just Logan and the rest of the Bucks. But then this season, they added Cole, and it paid dividends because they made it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and you know what, Tiju? You know what this means? I get to have a ring in this series. I was close with Baltimore, but I thought, why not go? I actually went to the Titans because of Elmeister, and we win. That is the champions.
So,
but GG to Tampa Bay.
Wow. And in Cole and Logan, I have to think that at some point we may see them back in the Super Bowl again. Maybe.
I think.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
It's okay. I'm just lost for words. For that game, that was really great by both teams. You know, congrats to Elmeister, Titans, fans everywhere. But also, as Cole said, GG, Tampa Bay, you played great. So, congrats, to making it to the Super Bowl. That is an honor in and of itself. So, really, just high praise all around for both teams. This was a fantastic game, and
so
I think it was on par with the Packers-Niners one, as Reggie Gilbert, who got the kick six, the field goal block, will get the MVP award. I think Elmeister is more deserving, but oh well.
So on the podium, you have Elmeister, C, Tamanzi, and Derrick Henry, and Evans. Those are the guys, and the coach, of course, holding the trophy.
Yeah, Mike Vrabel, and it looks like we are victors, everyone.
I can't believe it, man. That was perhaps one of the best $100,000. I wanted to do that. I'm sorry. I know I do some stupid shit sometimes, but anyway.
It's fun. That was really great to do. Thanks for having me on. I love to do these Super Bowl games.
Man, and you know what? Like, assuming the people on the teams stay put right where they are as of what I have them right now, we'll have 16 teams next year.
Oh wow!
So I mean, this year we had 15 because that's all we had. And of course the Chiefs, they were the number 1 seed just based on their regular season record. So next time that we do this, it's going to be based on the combination of how far they got into the playoffs. Did they win the Super Bowl? And if they did, they become the number 1 seed. Runner-up gets the 2nd seed, and so on and so forth. So that's how we're going to do it next time. So that means that Tampa Bay will be the 2nd seed, or 1st if they win the Super Bowl IRL. But that's just me babbling on. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay, and that was a great game. And the great thing about this series is it gets better as it goes on because you have more people in it. So, it was a really great game, and congrats everyone. What a game that was.
Oh gosh, let's take a look at the stats if we would. But yeah, congratulations, Tanman. But not just as the player, but also, but anyway, but also as the commentator, Tanman.
Thanks, you did great as well to do. It's a team effort. So quarterbacks, Logan and Elmeister were great. Logan more pass attempts, 3 combined touchdowns, no picks.
No picks.
No turnovers. I mean, the safety was there, but I don't count that. And then if you look at the rushing here.
Let's take a look at the rushing here. Derrick Henry, 19 attempts and 71 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he didn't really get that many highlight runs, but those 2 touchdowns were great. You also have Elmeister with 84 yards. Dion Lewis was good. Tampa Bay never really got going. Ogun Bale was the best player. He had that 1 big touchdown, but that was about it.
Yeah, so Tennessee overall had the better runs than Tampa Bay, and that's probably one of the reasons why they won. Did the Titans receiving? Mike Evans got 7 receptions for 89 yards. So the MVP was I forgot what his name was. I'm pretty sure I'll find it on the defensive stat there. I mean, Perriman was also good. He had 83. Dare Ogo, I can't even pronounce this guy's name, but he's number 44 on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah, it was, for you said him. He was really great. Mike Evans was great. Perriman. Chris Godwin a bit quiet for Tampa Bay, but overall good receiving course for the Buccaneers. And you look at the Titans, it was A.J. Brown. I had 3 catches,
And
two
one
nice
touchdown.
plays.
One touchdown. You can't forget
One
that.
true, one more quiet play. Jonathan Smith was good, but really it was the A.J. Brown show.
It really was.
Uh,
Oh, sorry.
Elmeister, the guy who got the kick six, so the guy who got the touchdown with the blocked field goal, that the Rogers dude, whatever his name was.
Okay. Well, here are some of the defensive
Gilbert.
stats. I'm pretty sure his name is up there. I just don't know where it is though.
Reggie Gilbert.
Reggie Gilbert. Where is he? Oh, there he is.
Yeah,
Reggie
but
Gilbert. Reggie Gilbert was the guy that he didn't have any tackles or sacks, but what he did have was a fumble recovery, a fumble recovery for 54 yards, and which led to that touchdown.
yeah, he was really good. A good amount of sacks this game, not a ton, but a lot of no interceptions, just a lot of good tackling. Levante David also really good for Tampa Bay.
And let's see. And Cole had 3 tackles, one for loss, one tackle for loss. That is. Mobman had 2 tackles, also one for a tackle for loss. So I just wanted to show off that. And who else did we have? I mean, Jeffrey Simmons Jr. He had 2 sacks. Correa had a sack. Daquan Jones had a sack. Dominican Sue had a sack. Kenny Vaccaro got a sack. So you had sacks all around here.
Yeah, a lot of sacks. The offensive lines were really up and down.
Levante David also had 2 sacks. So that was also something there. Let's see, kicking, uh, field goal percentage. Field goal percentage. Matt Gay had 2 field goals. Greg Joseph only had 1 field goal, but they still had the same field goal percentage. It's just that it was 1 for 2, and Gay had 2 for 4. So there's that.
Yeah, the kicking, besides, wait, who had the miss? That was Tampa Bay, right?
The miss? Yeah, it was Tampa Bay. But
What was
both
the
of them
final
missed.
score?
The final score was I'll get to that in a moment. The last one is the kick return. That was the one where he had Jaden Mickens. He was the guy that had 91 or 98 yards, excuse me, for that one touchdown.
That was a great play.
That was a great play because without it, Tampa Bay probably would have been dead in the water already, and it wouldn't have been as close as it was.
Yeah, and fortunately, I guess for the kicker, if he would have made it, Buccaneers would have still lost. So.
All right, so now let's get back to the final score, 33-28.
Yeah, great game. I thought it was really well paced. Things really picked up with the kick six and then the return. But I thought overall both teams played very well. I think Tennessee just kind of got out to that head start with the momentum, and they never really let go. But the Buccaneers did really good when they could. I think that it took a while for the offense to get going, but Logan had some nice plays, and Elmeister was great. So overall, really good Super Bowl.
So while Mobman is unfortunately not here to accept the ring, for Elmeister, And for Tan Man, let me see. Let me give you guys.
I didn't expect us to go to the Super Bowl because I couldn't watch these games because I was doing college homework or something else. But you kept messaging that we advanced, and then when you said we were in the Super Bowl, I was like, oh, and got the ring. So
There,
I just
look at
thought
the
for
rings.
yeah. So I have one ring in this series, which feels pretty nice. Oh, I like that.
Yeah, one for you and one for Elmeister. So congratulations to you guys, and I'll tell you what. We'll find out if the Titans can win the Super Bowl again. But of course, I have to think that with some new faces in new places and some new additions for some of the teams, that might become difficult. Like the Falcons, for example, they finally have a top tier quarterback in the form of Mr. DKO.
Okay.
But then you also have some new teams making their debuts for the first time in the Chicago Bears with Kyle Young as the quarterback, which basically anybody for Trubisky in place of Trubisky would be an upgrade, honestly. I'm serious. It's like, anytime you can replace a Trubisky who has just not gotten the job done, I'd have to think that the Bears will have a much better chance.
Yeah, the Bears defense is great, and I will be staying on the Titans. I do like to go to different teams here and there, but Tennessee will be my home, at least for the next season or so, and then I might move on, so.
I see. And who knows? I mean, of course, you have the Bengals with Remnant Elementor, True Botch King. What? Oh, True. I no, I get it, Cole. It's like so yeah, you have the Cincinnati Bengals with Remnant Elementor as a wide receiver for Dalton, who's still technically with the team since this is in 2019. So this was before they got Burrows. So, and of course, Browns fan is still on the Browns, and obviously, while the Browns made it to the second round, they couldn't get past the Chiefs. Then you have the Dallas Cowboys with Red Hood Jordan Walker as a tight end. The Packers with two new additions. I mean, they already had Jake Bagwell as a linebacker, but now they have a cornerback in Clinton Cage, a.k.a. Clinton's Warped World, right here. They have a cornerback and a bona fide number one receiver to go with Adams from Green Bay. So basically, he has more than one target. Does Aaron Rodgers now?
Well, that's going to be very helpful. The Packers have gone kind of far in this series, but Green Bay coming back could be fun if that were to happen. When's the next time you're planning on watching the playoff series?
Oh, this series?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, not that far off. Now, as far as when exactly, I don't know. But when I do know, I will let you know without question.
All right, sounds good.
And of course, you have the Chiefs that already had Najee as a linebacker, but now they added Justin Cruz as a wide receiver, and you saw him in the chat, Shadow Gamer, James Shadow Gamer. He's going to be the running back for Kansas City. So now Mahomes has even more weapons to work with. That's a dangerous thought.
Sounds good. It seems like the new people in the positions are really helping other teams, like giving Rodgers another weapon, giving the Chiefs more players. So it's gonna help. And if you don't mind me plugging myself, for those
absolutely,
watching,
go for it.
And if you enjoy what you're seeing, check me out. Tennessee is a YouTube name. I'm doing a lot of playoff coverage now that it's the Super Bowl and also NFL draft coverage, and I do stream games as well, so come check it out. And thank you so much for having me. It was a fun one.
Okay, well, and then I could go throughout most of the other teams, but I think you do get this. And but I think the one team you should also look out for are the 49ers, as they've added more weapons. So while Jose Blanco is gone, you have a running back in Fade Gaming. You have Mr. P as a linebacker, as well as Damian Black. And then you have Lewis Black, also known as Lewis from the Funhouse, as a defensive end, and Deidre Lewis, aka Munchie, as a wide receiver. So that's something to consider. But other than that, though, most of the other teams will be more or less the same as they were last time. So before I end it off, do you have any final thoughts on this or
Uh,
the next season?
just thanks for having me. I'm waiting for next time. Should be fun as always.
Okay. And hopefully you won't be as busy because I mean I get that you're in college and that always gets in the way. But at least to get you on the Super Bowl is everything. So I appreciate that.
Yes, it is. It's a long journey, but the finish and the stops along the way are great.
And Clinton's going to make a bold prediction that the Packers will win the Super Bowl next year. Well,
I
next
could see you.
yeah.
You also got to look at Madden and simulation, and the Packers tend to do pretty well. So that's a pretty good guess, Clinton. I could see that.
Mhm.
And I just thought of something. We have not had any repeats like Packers, Niners, and it was Seahawks, Falcons, and now um, oh, um, Bucks, Titans. We have not had any repeat
Uh
teams.
participants.
So
Yeah,
yeah, there you go. That's the word.
we haven't had repeat participants, so I think that I would think that the first team to repeat might be the favorite because they've been there
The
before.
Packers.
So yeah, whether it be the Packers that actually won or Tampa Bay if they make it back, they could win.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and also you look at Tennessee, Elmeister, um,
Yourself,
with the Titans, with him running is really good.
yeah, but I don't want to exclude you because you're on that team, as is Mobman. So those are some dangerous teams to look out for. But until then, that's going to do it for our show. And until next time, this is the Blue Toad to Jew 22, and
This has been entertainment. Thank you all for joining. It was a fun one, and see you next time.
all right. And as for what next time will be, I'll probably put that. I'll probably have more on the Discord. But as for now, I don't have a timetable for it right now. But until then, have a great day, everybody, or great night, whenever you're watching this. Peace.